Hey guys, Mad Theories here. Now, I know I did that video yesterday talking about how, like, what if Itachi killed Danzo? Now, this is gonna be what if Shisui killed Danzo. Now, when they was fighting, and you know how, like, Danzo, like, took his eye, and he was like, yeah, I took your eye, now I'm gonna use it, now give me your other eye. Nope. That never would have happened. Now, remember when Itachi basically implanted the crow inside of Naruto, and he said, well, you're gonna use like this very powerful genjutsu on Sasuke to stop him in case if he gets out of control, because I think at that time, like, Itachi knew Sasuke was gonna learn something, because it wasn't a matter of time, it wasn't a matter of how, it was a matter of when he was gonna learn the truth and stuff. Until when they met each other, he was like, oh, like, you already learned this? And he was like, yeah, man, I learned everything and stuff. Danzo made you do this and I killed him. You killed him? Yeah, I killed him. So, instead of all of that, now this would have been basically like Shisui. Now Shisui would have basically, like, they would have fought, and obviously he would have had his eye and was like, oh, he's not giving me the other eye. He would have used that powerful genjutsu on Danzo. Like, he would have caught him off guard, because since he was like crazy fast. Like, he was like, I wouldn't say he was like Minato fast, but he was fast. He was teleporting. He was pretty quick. So my theory is that I think he would have placed him in this very powerful genjutsu because he only had one eye. Sure, he could have done some more stuff with it because he had one eye, but then you gotta think about he was bleeding out from the other eye, and he only had one good eye to fight him with. So, and plus at the time he was a little bit stronger than Itachi, and he was a little bit more gifted and stuff, as if it makes any sense. Like, he was more skilled with it. So I think he would have placed it Danzo in this genjutsu. Basically, it wouldn't be like an infinite Tsukiyomi, but maybe close to it. Maybe like close to, like, maybe not close to it, but like maybe like a portion of it that he would have basically replaced him in, and it would have been his own hellish nightmares. Everything that he ever thought and wanted, it would have been like his own little personal nightmares and stuff. And I felt he would have never got out of it. And he would have, like, everything would have happened, but it would have been different. So I would have said that this powerful, very powerful genjutsu, it would have left him in a vegetated state. That means that nobody powerful enough wouldn't be able to, like, break him out except the user or Itachi or someone stronger, like maybe a Uchiha member or something, would be able to, strong enough to, like, break him out of it. So the interesting part about this is that he would have had, like, nightmares of, how he was in, I guess he was in a war, or he was fighting alongside, I think, his brother in Fuyuki Uchi. Like, I can't remember his name. I know it started with an F, but they was, like, all together and stuff. So I'm thinking, like, his personal nightmares, all of his past traumas and experience, it would have been in this little genjutsu. It would have been. Now, I'm not saying it's like Inzunami. No, I'm not saying it's not like Inzunami, because Inzunami is basically you in this infinite infinite loop. But in this infinite loop, you have to see the problem that you made, and you have to fix the mistakes that you caused, and then you come out like basically this was like a scared straight program type genjutsu. Very powerful, but it was like a scared straight program type jutsu. So it's like you sit there and it's like you in it. So if you still keep thinking that you in the right, even though what you did throughout your entire life was wrong or completely messed up, then you're gonna still be in it forever, because this was like an infinite loop. And how Kabuto got out was that he had to rethink his whole entire life. How you ran with Orochimaru, you basically got your body modified and learned the Snake Sage mode, in order for you to be like Orochimaru. He wanted to literally be like him. So when Itachi placed him in the Inzunami, and he was like, oh, here you go, let's place you in this, and he was like, he still thought that he was still fighting them, but it was long done. It was long done and stuff, until he had to revamp his whole entire life and was like, well, what I did here, it was wrong. It was completely wrong, and now I feel stupid about myself. And he was like, you know, Orochimaru, I'm kind of pissed at you. You know, you kind of toyed with my life, and you knew what you was doing. I don't want to talk to you no more. And that's how it basically is. But that's Inzunami. That other powerful genjutsu that Shisui would have placed him in, it wouldn't have been, like I said, it never would have been like Inzunami, but it would have been his own. It would have been his personal hell. So all the experiences, all the trauma that he had, it would have been in that. And then Shisui still would have gave Itachi his other eye. He would have gave him his other eye. He would have fell off the cliff and, you know, killed himself. And then he would have placed the eye into Naruto. All of that still would have happened. But that would have been the only way for him to, like, defeat Danzo. Because Danzo was powerful. Danzo was powerful. And, you know, he did, like, have, like, a couple of tricks up his sleeve. And I would like to say at this time, Shisui probably did or did not have Susanoo. He probably did. He probably did, but he probably, like, maybe he didn't want to use it because they was fighting in that little small space. And if the fight would have broke out even further, somebody would have noticed and would have been like, oh, hold on, why is a Uchiha member fighting Danzo? Hold on, this is wrong. And then the coup would have been found out early, and then everybody would have been at war with each other, and a lot of people would have died. So it would have caused even Naruto to use a nine-tailed fox once again, and then it would have just probably, like, caused, like, a whole big ruckus. I mean, we probably would have seen Mike Guy use 8 gates early. We probably would have seen that happen. We probably would have actually seen Kakashi do literally 1,000 jutsus, because he copied over 1,000. So we would have seen them use 1,000 jutsus, because you got to keep in mind the Uchihas was broken. All of them was broken, and you gotta think, if they was all alive, they had Sharingan and Susanoo with different type of Kekkei Genkai and different type of abilities. Forget it. And it would make you scared too if you know that you have a village, like literally a big village, and you have some Kunoichis, you have other people from other villages, other people from different clans, and you know that one clan that's crazy powerful. They had the baddest dude up in there that was Madara Uchiha, and then you got other Uchihas that might come into the ideal of what Madara was thinking, even though they never really did, because Itachi wanted peace, Shisui wanted peace, you know, most of them in there wanted peace, and then you did probably have like a few of them in there was like, let's not do this peace stuff. You know, maybe we should take over and stuff. But it was, you know, a little bit of misconception, a little hearsay here and there, and it was like, you know, we're gonna start up a coup and stuff. We're gonna take over and stuff. But you know, that's why Shisui couldn't really fight Danzo like that, because again, somebody would have caught on and would have found out. I'm like, hey, you know, they're fighting and stuff. So, you know, that would have been the only way. He would have had to place him in that very powerful genjutsu and stuff. And then, oh yeah, and I believe that powerful genjutsu, they said it would have taken a decade to break. I remember, I think Itachi said something about either the user, I think the user has to either break you out of it, or you have to wait literally a decade for the effect to wear off. So basically, he would have been comatose and been a vegetable for a decade. Nobody would have been powerful enough to break it and stuff. And that would have been his punishment. That would have been his punishment and stuff, because then later on, when Sasuke was healed and he was evil in some way, he basically would have been like, okay, like everybody, like he would eventually would have learned, like after when he defeated Itachi, he actually because that still would have happened. That part would have happened and stuff, because he would have that part still would have happened because the coup and everything, yeah, that stuff still would have happened. But after when Itachi died, and then Obito would have explained it to him, he would have explained it that, well, after the fight, I think he turned him into a vegetable. So it would have made Sasuke pissed off. Probably still would. He would have been like, screw having him be a vegetable because he's still alive. But he would have been like, if my brother did this, actually no, I forgot. Obito was holding back stuff. He would have never would have told him that. He would have never would have told him that. He would have had to learn the other stuff after, because basically Itachi came along and explained the other half after. So Itachi would explain that the other half after would have been like, whoa, I turned him into a vegetable, I did this and that to him, blah blah blah. And because what Obito would have done, he would have been like, oh, he's not in the village. He's not in the village, like he's somewhere else and stuff. He would have said that, while Itachi would have told him the actual truth and would have been like, no, he's still in the village. I made him brain dead. I made him comatose and this and that, and you know he's never gonna get out of it. So even after when everything would have been passed over, Danzo would have eventually came out of it and stuff, and then it would have fried him. It would have literally fried him and stuff until he probably would have took his own life. Because all of the evil stuff that he did, he would have took his own life. Like, I felt like that would have happened. Like, he would have took his own life. Yeah, like, you know, that would have happened. But I'm telling you, that would have been like, because that powerful, if only time we see a very powerful genjutsu like that was the Infinite Tsukiyomi, and was the one that Itachi put his girlfriend in and stuff, and he showed her like 70 years of their lives together, which was crazy, and then he killed her. But Shisui's would have been crazier too, because his thing was a decade. And I don't know how long Itachi put his girlfriend in, but I know it was a bit, but his thing was a decade. So I was like, my boys. So I personally felt that this would have been Danzo's punishment. He would have been in that powerful genjutsu and whatnot, and he would have been sitting there brain dead, tongue out the mouth, comatose and everything, and it's like, damn, there's nothing they can do. There is nothing they can do and whatnot. And I think that would have been the best atonement. Even though him dying by Sasuke was great, because he kind of deserved it, but him in a comatose state, seeing him relive all those times, going through all those tragedies, messes him up. Like, that would have messed him up. Izunagi, I think, wouldn't have never. No, actually, no, because no, he would have never had that. No. But yeah, I think that would have been an interesting segment if Shisui would have put him in like this very powerful genjutsu that he never would have escaped from, and that first thing would have been like his atonement for everything that he has caused. But yeah, if you like what you heard, please subscribe, share, do all that wonderful stuff. And I'll catch you later.